gotta heal your body. You have to heal your heart. Whatsoever you sow, you will reap. Get it together.
All right, y'all. So it has been it's been a few days since I recorded. Why am I so close to the camera? Been a few days since I recorded. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have been struggling with depression really bad the last few days. So I have not recorded. For the judgy folks in the back, please understand that a lot of times depression is not something that people can just mentally control. Mental health issues stem from a chemical imbalance in the brain or a hormonal imbalance or both, which is why a lot of women go through postpartum depression after they have children, which is why a lot of people get stuck in those depressive states and can't get out of them. Because if you don't understand what's going on with the body, how can you fix it? But I do understand. I'm on my way out of it. As you can see, I am editing from the bed. I'm still going through it, but I'm making a conscious decision to not allow it to control my life anymore. Stop judging people that admit that they have mental health issues, because at least they can acknowledge it. Acknowledgement is the first step towards fixing anything. So let's give these people grace. Let's encourage them to keep being aware of what's going on with their body so that they can start to work on a way or come up with a way to shake back. Also, y'all, I bought this phone specifically to have no memory on it so that I could create content. And I literally, after every video, have to delete everything from the video. And let me just say, recording these videos is a job. It is a whole nother job, which I expected it to be. But I thought that getting a phone with a lot of memory would grant me the ability to not have to make a video, then delete everything, then make a video, then delete everything, because the storage fills up hella fast. But I think I got a routine down. We're gonna figure it out. I have been struggling with depression for a few days, and my vitamins should be here in like 3 days, I guess. So that should be getting better soon. But since I have been struggling, I bought tickets for me and my sister for the fight tonight. So it's fight night. Yeah, I'm about to transform, y'all, because I can't go to the fight looking like this. I'm about to transform, and we'll see how much content I get from that. I think that was like ginkgo biloba or something. To be honest, I can't remember. A friend of mine, oh Lord, a friend of mine gave it to me. I was doing a round trip drive to Oklahoma City and back to help a friend, and they gave me some herbs to kind of help with energy. So I think that was ginkgo biloba. I can't remember. But as you can see, I just washed my hair. These locks seem to be longer when they're wet, but you can see that. Got a little lamp back there. Just a little bit. Probably not gonna be talking that much. I'm going to revamp myself and try to do something to this hair of mine. First of all, I rushed out of, let me get the music. I rushed out of the shower because I knew I was only gonna have like 2 hours approximately, which is looking like it's gonna be longer than that. I knew I was only gonna have a couple of hours to get myself together. So, I need to sit this somewhere out of the way because I don't need it. And I was only gonna have a couple of hours to get myself together, so I didn't even moisturize my body off. But I'm about to put this black seed oil on my face. And like that. And like that. Just like that, I ain't got right around my lips.
And you know what? I'm gonna start going to Dwight, because you don't laugh at my jokes enough.
Dwight who? The white around your lips.
And let me put this coconut oil. At least on my hands. Because I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I'm gonna keep looking at my ashy ass hands when I edit this video, and I'm gonna feel some type of way. So at least I can do that. Make sure the elbow's good. And boom. So I just washed my hair. I should have recorded myself washing my hair because I've had locks for July will be 6 years. July will be 6 years. And for the longest, I was washing my hair wrong. I wasn't even washing my hair at all. I was washing my scalp in hopes that I didn't educate myself on how to properly clean locks. And there wasn't too many videos online on how to properly clean locks. So I think I'm gonna drop a video on how I thoroughly clean my locks without damaging them. And having semi-freeform locks, or I'm gonna just say thicker locks. Thick lock journey, sometimes it's hard to get your locks thoroughly clean. And just because there wasn't any videos online that I found that actually taught me how to thoroughly clean my locks, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that content. But let me oil my scalp. I'll be right back. Okay, so the scalp is moisturized. So what y'all think? Should I do? I always wear a side part. I always wear a side part. So we're gonna do side part, or should I do middle part? Well, my middle part ain't even in the middle, but let's see. Side part or middle part? Child, my middle part not even in the middle. That's what happens when you get your hair done by somebody in their kitchen. No, I'm playing. I think I'm gonna just continue. When I was in the shower, I said I was gonna do a middle part, but I think I'm gonna just, you know what? We're gonna do this off-centered middle part. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an off-center middle part because who said middle parts was it anyways? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna just, oh, I got luxury. About your locks being all different kinds of sizes, when it comes to putting jewelry and stuff in, you really gotta like scope around for a healthy lock that'll fit in a hole. thing about adding like jewelry to your locks, especially if you don't plan on taking them out for an extended period of time, you want to make sure that the lock is healthy and strong enough to hold on to, well, not hold on to, you want to make sure that the lock is strong enough to withhold the tension that the weight of the jewelry is going to put on your hair, because it already goes through tension just from being wet. So imagine having a weight on there, even though it doesn't weigh that much to you in your hand, this has a weight on it, and the weight is constantly going to be pulling down on your hair. Whether you wear it up, if you wear it up in a ponytail, you got tension around your roots. And if you just let it hang like I'm doing right now, you got tension from the lock jewelry. So make sure that you're not putting so much jewelry in your hair that it's weighing it down to a point where it's weakening the lock because of the weight that you're putting onto it. I got a story time too.
And one time at band camp,
I was in a relationship for like 4.5 years with this guy that I pretty much grew up with. Before I left him, and let me say this, ladies, not just ladies, but anybody that is not single and that's out here dating. When a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Big Sam told me when they painted you a picture, don't let them paint you another picture.
Believe them the first time, because he showed me who he was less than 6 months of us, you know, dating, and we was together for 4.5 years. So
come a time when you stop pointing the finger, pay attention to the signs that'll linger, look inside for your own toxic behaviors, work on yourself, that's how you do yourself a favor.
So I dealt with a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I never put out to the public. But before I left, he had introduced me to this girl who he was dealing with, but they not gonna admit that, so whatever. This is how he introduced me to her. She was studying like common law, and she was using common law to fix people's credit. But he was dealing with her before we could even broke up. When I tell you, it ain't always what it looks like on the outside. Let me just say that. It's not always what it looks like on the outside. I had to call the police on him multiple times. I only did it like maybe once because I didn't want to be a police calling ass person, you know? But now I didn't want to call the police multiple times because I was being taught to protect the black man. But it slipped my mind that I'm having to protect myself from the black man. I'm not saying that he was whooping my ass, but there were a few times where I had or should have called the police. I'm not from the hood, so I don't even know why I was thinking like that. I'm following a code that don't even pertain to me. But anyways, so he was dealing with this girl. They were so free with it that he introduced me to the girl before I had even left. I guess they thought that I was the one to be interested in like some polygamy type shit, but that wasn't the case. So after I left, me and my ex were still communicating. We didn't, although the way I left was not, I just pretty much just randomly left one day. I'm gonna just say that. So it wasn't ideal, but after I had left, I moved to Houston and we actually talked, and we didn't reconcile to get back together, but we reconciled enough to be able to be cordial at least, because yeah, I don't even know why we were trying to be cordial. Anyways, so shortly after I left, when I talked to him, he had told me that he had just gotten out of jail. And I was like, what? Well, okay, that's interesting. Well, not really, but okay.
Everything I do to him, I feel like he deserves. Anytime you put your hands on a woman, you deserve anything that come after that. He deserves everything that come to him. That's just period. I don't give a fuck if it was 10 years ago. You deserve every bad thing that ever happened to you. You deserve 10-fold, 100-fold.
So he had just gotten out of jail, and a few weeks later, I see that they're publicly displaying that they're in a relationship. which they probably was just messing around. They probably wasn't necessarily in a relationship, but at this point it had gone public. So fast forward to now, somebody told me that a girl had been scamming or whatever, that she was getting people's money to like make CPNs and get them approved apartments and different things like that, and she would just ghost them or like not respond for extended periods of time. So yesterday I was on the phone with somebody and they were like, so you know, my homegirl was doing business with so-and-so or whatever. She was supposed to be helping her getting into an apartment. And I was like, oh, word? And as soon as she had brought the name up, I immediately was like, oh, where are we going with this? So she was like, yeah, so the girl just ghosted her or whatever. So she goes on her Instagram or social media and was just commenting on all of her posts. And the girl's mom had responded to her or reached out to her and was like, so-and-so is in jail for, I think that's enough. That's enough jury. Yeah, I think that's enough. Like, so-and-so was in jail for defending himself from their ex. And the person that told me that was like, is he that crazy? So, while y'all be trying to steal somebody's man, please believe that it's not always what you think it is. It's not always what you think it is. I hope that nothing bad happened to you that was traumatizing, and I hope that you do turn the pain from you being incarcerated right now into power if you ever see this video. But to my girlies that be trying to get in where they fit in with a man that got a woman, and the woman don't know that you, well, I knew, whatever. Be careful what it is that you think you get yourself into. Be careful. Be careful, because a lot of these dudes are ruthless and they don't care. And their motive is not to make you their wife. Their motive is to get something out of you, like money, resources, vagina. And nowadays it's not even vagina, because a man can get vagina anywhere. It's been like this. I'm not even gonna say nowadays, but just be careful what you think you want, because grass ain't always greener. Y'all know what I went through with that man. I just did not make it public. So I'm not getting my roots. I'm just trying to get these strays that make my locks grow together and assign them to a lock, essentially. So I'm just separating them and trying to keep them from growing together anymore. And one thing about curling locks, because that's what I'm gonna do, is curl my locks. One thing about curling locks is thicker locks, it takes a long time for them to dry, and I don't have that much time. So I'm going to like damp dry them real quick, and then I'm gonna curl them and then go back and dry it again. See that? It's raining, so I'm really debating on if I really want to curl my hair or not, because that moisture, I know it's not gonna get as dry as I want it to, and I don't really have that much time. So I might just make sure that it's not soaking wet, and I might go with straight hair today. Alright, so I changed my mind, y'all. I'm not gonna do a whole head of curls, but I'm gonna put a few of them in here to have like this little, well, you'll see. And if you don't know how to use flexi rods, this is how I do it. So I push the lock all the way to the bottom as far as I can, and then I wrap in a way where I'm tucking that in, and boom, you just gonna roll it up like that. I want my curl to be kind of elongated. I don't want to have to wait for it to fall, so I'm gonna leave it like that. These see, I just put a few of them here and there. I just taught myself how to put strip lashes on, so let me give you a quick, easy way for my girls that be struggling with strip lashes. So I start off with, you want something with a straight line. You can use your toothpaste, a lash tube, whatever, but you want something with a straight line. And then you're going to put, girl, it's coming out every which way. Put the lash glue on here, straight line, like that. Then you want to put the glue right onto your eyelid, wherever you want the lash to be placed, because now you pretty much indicated exactly where you want the lash to sit. And just make sure there's no lash glue on your eyelash. Do both eyes at the same time, because you want your glue to kind of be tacky before you put the lash on. So one will be drying. And y'all, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but this gets my lash on in a matter of minutes. That's a big ass line. So see, this one is mostly dry now. Now we're gonna decide which lash we're gonna do. I like a more natural lash, but it's gonna be dark, so I think I'm gonna go with this lash. I don't want you to be able to tell I got lashes on. And y'all, I don't even have my tweezers up here, but this is just gonna happen. All right, my phone keep dying, so I'm gonna just finish. Lord, it's too much going on. You'll see me in the next clip.
We go to our commentators, Thomas Bussey and Scott Groff. Out of Arlington, Texas, presenting Jennifer Salacheva.
Okay, so clearly you can see that there was music playing in the background. I'm not getting copyrighted again, so hopefully I stay on beat this time. Yeah. So I was playing on my last rhyme, so I thought I'd get it right for the one time. You see me throw on a little lash of shit, but I will never rock a face that is not mine. I refuse to look like one of you in. Post a narrative just for the view in. Having young girls ready to out themselves because their reality is human. Ism. Little ism. Yeah. Alright, so this was the most interesting match to me. Christopher Miller Cox, dude with the black short song. Somebody let me know how to keep up with the rest of his career, because dude got something. I actually left after this one. Well, after the main event. The main event was next. The guy from Vegas came all the way to Dallas to break his leg within the first 5 seconds of the fight from landing wrong. And his competitor won by TKO because of that, which I thought was bogus. It pissed me off a little bit. I didn't want to see no more, so I just left and got on Uber for the rest of the night. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Y'all turn your post notifications, because I got some more stuff coming.